because Elon wanted to make like Truth GPT, where like it had no bias, and so even if you asked it on like, let's say
he named his Grok.
Grok, yeah, he named it Grok.
Why? Why is it Grok?
I don't know what it stands for.
It's probably the name of one of his kids or something.
Yeah, like what do you name his one kid?
X.
X.
That guy has problems, man. He's like the smartest in the world.
Don't they all?
And welcome back to another special mukbang episode of The Careful Boys, where today Steve's looking really, really good and fit.
Yay, Steve!
Buff Steve, Buff Steve.
It's all the crypto investing.
And we're eating healthy chicken rice plates.
Yeah, it's because we got two guys that are in different types of competition prep that we're eating Waba Grill. What makes Waba Grill healthier?
It just has nice low carb source or low fat carb source. So like white rice is very low in fat to no fat at all. Grilled chicken. Grilled chicken is great protein. It has steak. And it's just basically a bowl of chicken, rice, and a typical fucking bodybuilding food.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's delicious.
It is good. So, you know how the FDA just banned red, what is it, red 30?
Yeah, bring it on.
Is that good?
Red 3? What's it called?
Red number 3? 40?
Red number 3? Yeah, red number 3.
Yeah.
The red 40 still got, huh?
Trippy red.
Do you have like particular ingredients that you're like, that's not going in this temple of awesome?
Absolutely not.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow.
It's called the Naturalistic fallacy, and it's a bunch of bullshit. And it's kind of the same thing we were talking about earlier with like the political spectrum stuff. Like when the far, like let's see, the hippies, like Joe was saying earlier, when they wanted to get rid of like, they thought nuclear was so bad, and it's actually like the most sustainable source of reusable energy that we could possibly fucking have. But they just wanted to ban nuclear, so that's what they did. All based on the naturalistic fallacy. Like the sun gives people skin cancer all the time. We're not trying to get rid of the sun. And the red dyes and stuff like that, they would have never put it in food if it was actually like insanely dangerous.
So the naturalistic fallacy is people think just because it's natural, it's better.
Yeah.
So that's why it's the fallacy, because that's why he brings up the sun example, because the sun is technically natural, but you can get skin
Yeah, like so is poison ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have like there's a bunch of fear mongering based on the way things break down as they enter your body. But like people fail to realize even things like formaldehyde, things of that nature, other crazy things you would read on labels where you're like, well, this breaks down into such and such, so it's super bad for you. There are certain biochemical reactions from specific amino acids that we have inside of us that break down, and they literally cause similar reactions. So these things that people read on labels and like, this is bad because it has this and this, and it'll break down to that. It's like, yeah, fruit does too, and so does literally amino acids inside of your body do the same thing. And it's all this fear mongering around certain things like the red dye 3 or whatever they banned.
But are there some of them that are actually bad? Or are...
The data on most of these is completely... So first of all, rat metabolism is not the same as human metabolism. They're giving them 100 to 500x dosages of these chemicals to see what will happen in an animal model. The dosage, like the poison is in the dosage. That's like a common thing we say in science. And if I put you in a tanning bed and you're as pale as I am, and I put you in the first time ever, and I turn it up all the way, and I keep you in there for an hour, you're fucking, what's going to happen to you? Like, you're going to have some third-degree burns, you might get fucking cancer right away. So these things are just like completely outblown. It's all a bunch of fear-mongering from people who pretend to be health scientists, and it's honestly really unfortunate. It really is.
So maybe it's not necessarily like bad for you, especially if you don't take heavy dosage, but like there's maybe the conversation to alternative better foods for you. Like,
isn't that always a conversation though?
Like let's say like red number 3 is what in like Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Sure.
So delicious.
So does that make regular Cheetos technically better for me? No?
Not at all.
I need you to talk to my wife because she won't let me eat Flamin' Hot Cheetos anymore.
You gotta sneak them, dude.
I sneak them.
You gotta sneak them.
Well, just FaceTime him, and then she can give her all the facts.
Yeah, legit. So like, What's another one?
I can't have them FaceTime each
Aspartame.
other because I'm gonna lose my wife.
Aspartame. Do you drink diet soda?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
I can drink diet soda.
So it was a huge one around aspartame for the longest time. A lot of other countries have banned it and stuff, and it's really stupid. Also based on rat animal models.
But that we
200,
naturally,
300x the dosages. Like
yeah, we naturally like have aspartame in our.
we naturally produce a lot of the similar biochemical reactions inside of our bodies already, even if we never touched aspartame in our life. It's all it is again, it's fear mongering. The same thing it was with nuclear. The same thing it is with half the shit. It's just
so
it's
on
insane.
aspartame though, you know how aspartame is in, like Diet Coke, but it's not in Coke Zero. Coke Zero uses a different type of like artificial
Yeah, like
whatever.
Sucralose? Is that what it is?
sucralose.
Yeah, is one of those better or worse for you?
Not inherently. Some people have more bloating or GI distress on one versus the other. So if sucralose fucks you up, you drink it fucking something with aspartame instead. But it's really, that comes down more so to uncomfortability. Like I'm not aware of anything from a GI distress standpoint because most of these things turn into like gas to escape. They turn into gas and you fart a bunch. So if you have a GI distress from sucralose, which like I have one like stevia fucks me up pretty bad, I'll fart a bunch. But there's
Stevia makes you fart?
yeah, there's nothing inherently going on in my GI that's like, it's not like it's giving me fucking cancer. It's not making my nutrients break down any less
What about your
efficient.
insulin? Because is your body thinking that it's some sort of sugar, so it's creating insulin?
Absolutely not. These were made for that specific purpose. They were made because people have diabetes. They're made as an alternative use for sugar. That's the entire point of them. So the fact that people think, and I mean these are very, very well studied. If people think that sugar substitutes are causing an insulin spike, they just have no idea how that actually occurs in the body.
It becomes a buzzword that people use all the
Yeah.
time.
And that's the thing. That's all it is. All the banning and all this stuff is just buzzwords, and it's like pseudo health conscious people, kind of like seed oils and shit like that. Pseudo health conscious people who just latch onto something and they scare a bunch of people. Then nobody knows what to believe. So then some fucking Sally Jean hears, well, Dr. Oz said red dye 3 is going to give me cancer. No, it's not.
But then you click on their link in their bio and they're selling a supplement to help stop,
Yeah, shit like that.
whatever seed oils or whatever they're talking about. You see it all the time.
Talk about seed oils. That's really popular
big
right
one.
now. Like, so you're saying there's no fucking problem with seed oils?
Absolutely not.
But is like cooking, let's say like versus like a vegetable oil or something like that, is cooking with like butter better?
That's actually way worse. The benefits you get from mono and polyunsaturated fats that are in oils are the healthier fats that you want. Butter is saturated fat. Yeah, it's way less healthy. You don't get any of the benefits for like cholesterol when you're eating heavily buttered stuff versus something that has nice healthy poly and monounsaturated.
So why do you feel like that's taken such a foothold in like many modern day like?
I actually, with the seed oil stuff, I don't know exactly what their argument is there. Probably something with the way they break down too. Yeah.
They're saying that your body's not supposed to have that quantity of seed oil because it's so concentrated or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's just bullshit. No, these things are all fear mongering.
It's like and the objective of the fear mongering is to what, sell you a different product.
Usually, I mean,
What about
and it's sometimes just people who genuinely think that they're right and they're concerned and they care,
Yeah.
but they're just not educated.
what does sperm have the most of? Fructose? It's mainly sugar. Some sort of sugar.
Yeah, I need strong sperm. Is there anything I
It
should
has glucose.
have or?
Tastes like it has glucose.
Oh, does it taste like?
Yeah.
Vanilla?
Yours tastes like vanilla? No way.
Because I wonder if sperm gives chicks insulin spikes.
I doubt there's enough in there for that.
It might.
Unless you get a bunch. You get like a gangbang BBC, like.
I'm a grower and a squirter.
Dude, that's quite a combo. Congratulations, man.
The small gun, lots of ammo.
Cartoonish amount.
What do you think about microplastics being in everything?
Also probably fear mongering bullshit.
Yeah.
Because aren't they correlating that with like the low T in this generation? Like, what do you think about that?
Correlated with everything now.
No.
They correlate with all like cancers.
Well, what's the fix for microplastics?
bigger plastics.
More plastic. Harder plastic.
Make it bigger so it doesn't go in my organ.
Yeah, because some of the headlines I'll read will be like, "There's now microplastics in your brain," and I'm like, "There's literally nothing I can do about that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What am I gonna do?"
That's what the thing that we covered said, that there's microplastics in every human organ now.
What are microplastics? Exactly.
Plastic, right? But just fucking small
Very
enough to
small amount of plastic that's going inside of you that you probably shit the shit out.
probably.
The GI is very good at detecting what's going into your body. Yeah, we have organs for that.
That's sick. So how would let's say like somebody's doing research on these to try to demystify it for themselves. Like, what's like a good
Google Scholar combined with like an LLM like ChatGPT. Like upload as many. You can find meta-analyses. So if you find what's called a meta-analysis, it's every study that's been done on that specific topic and the consensus. If you upload a meta-analysis into ChatGPT and say, tell me what the potential downsides or not downsides of microplastics are based on this data set, right? And ChatGPT will break down exactly what's going on in the studies, and it'll tell you. And you can be like, "Oh wow, it's a lot simpler." You can literally type the word "simpler," it'll break down even more. Like, don't understand that still simpler. And then it'll get to the point where it's just like they're fine.
That's tight.
Damn.
That's what I needed to hear.
I use the simple one. I use that one a lot. Can you make it easier for me to understand? That's what I say.
I'm an idiot. Please.
I am dumb.
Yeah, but no, you know, that's the cool part about having these LLMs come to the surface is just that not everybody is an expert in stuff. Like, I would have no idea where to start to become a great dancer or something like that, and I could easily go to ChatGPT and be like, give me really good great instructors in my area, tell me what their specialties are, tell me how many elite level dancers have come out of their place, tell me where they started, tell me like this, and then like, okay, if I was to get into an academy, where would I want to start? And it can give you opinions on stuff, and you can even like, they have filters now where it's like, do you want ChatGPT to have an opinion on this, or do you just want it to be neutral? And you can like check those things.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, man. Like,
Do you want ChatGPT to have a racial bias with that?
well, that's why you go to Truth. What is the one that they do?
Truth Social?
Because ChatGPT will only have a left-leaning bias.
Oh, yeah.
Full-on conversations with ChatGPT where it admitted to me, like, yeah, I have these biases programmed into me. And I'm like, okay, great. Every conversation going forward, please remember that. And it'll be like, yeah, you're right, I should. Because I think the truth is a lot more important.
Spooky.
Wow. That's weird. Isn't Perplexity the other one?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they were going to call it, what were they going to call it? I thought they were going to call it Truth. And they ended up naming the social media platform Truth instead.
Snagged it.
Yeah, opportunist. Because Elon wanted to make like Truth GPT, where like it had no bias. And so even if you asked it on like, let's say...
He named his Grok.
Grok, yeah, he named it Grok instead of Truth.
Grok.
Why? Why is it Grok?
I don't know what it stands for.
It's probably the name of one of his kids or some shit.
Yeah, like, what do you name his one kid?
X.
X.
That's a cool name.
But,
That guy has problems, man. He's like the smartest in the world.
Don't they all sound like that though?
Yeah, yeah. You kind of have to be.
Accomplished could only be done by a really intelligent.
You can't have it all, right?
Because he has the most popular electric car ever, but then you know the acronym spells sexy. Like Model S,
Oh.
3 Model X Model
3, yeah. So it's like such a genius invention, but then the way the lineup is, it spells sexy.
That's funny.
I did not know that.
Is that on purpose, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's full on sexy cars.
Yeah.
Because with the Cybertruck, with the ATV, with the R is the
Roadster.
Roadster, and the last one's the Semi.
Whoa. Sexy cars.
So it's like as smart as he is, he's just it too.
That's cool as fuck.
The Semis are crazy.
The Roadsters are fucking cool. One of my clients has one, and he pulled up in one. I was like,
Yeah?
I've never seen one
Wow.
ever.
Hard to get, huh?
Like only like 1,000 in them.
Yeah, they're really hard to get.
I love that.
Piece of shit, that guy. Fuck you, Porter. That's his name. His name is Porter.
That's dangerous though. Like when you have like I guess like if it really was confirmed unbiased GPT, the shit you could ask it.
Yeah. I don't think it's dangerous at all. I think the truth's a lot more important than somebody's fucking feelings. I don't give a shit about social issues.
Yeah.
Bro,
I give 0 fucks. Honestly, I don't.
you have no time for this.
I think it's
No.
easy for you to do that because you're like,
No, not at all, man. It's just like if you want to be upset by something, you're fucking gonna be. If I want to talk about discrepancies and whatever, I should be able to. And that's not to say that anyone is worse than anyone else. It's just to say there's a discrepancy here.
Yeah.
Why are we... I clearly don't look like you. I don't look like you. I'm fucking white. Race exists. Get the fuck over it, all right? Like, and with race, probably there's some differences in other shit, like whether it's physical or intellectual, whatever. Who gives a fuck? And it's all mean anyway. It's like, okay, yeah, well the mean IQ is this, and then well that doesn't mean everybody's fucking. And then they're better at this or they're worse at this. It's like, yeah, these things exist. Why the fuck are we?
That's where I think we're all stuck.
Yep.
I think that's why it's not getting better, because we're stuck there.
Exactly.
It's like if we can all just admit this is this.
Yeah.
Let's get better, you know. But
But you sound very self-aware about your emotions, and
Yeah.
how you're able to understand, like, oh yeah, I may be emotional about this. And I feel like when you talk to some of these people on either side, it's all emotion. And it's
Absolutely.
Like, well, we can't have a legit conversation, right?
And it's wild too, because it's not even, oftentimes not even theirs. It's like this group thinking mentality.